buddy. So I'm going to ask you a question. And the question is, did you watch the 38 Minutes in Heaven and Hell testimony video that Cecil Pearson Jr. made? Yes or no? Type in the comments below. And you have many of them who watched it. His video went viral on YouTube. So, but you know, the numbers 38 minutes are not in the Bible. I don't see anywhere in the Bible that says that anybody spends 38 minutes in heaven and hell, because I say that because if the number was biblical, it would be in the scripture. I didn't see that number in the Bible. Even the number 2028 is not in the Bible. The word rapture is not in scripture. He was right about that on YouTube. The word rapture is not in scripture. But may I remind you guys that you have pastors on Sunday who are saying that Jesus is going to come back in 2028, when that is not a scripture. Jesus even said he doesn't know when he comes back. He said the Father in heaven knows. Jehovah knows. See, this is important. We got to tell the truth and not be deceived by the lies of the devil, for he is the father of lies, and he will try to get you deceived. That's why it's important that we know the scripture and we read it for ourselves and for others, so they know, you know, I know, and everybody knows about it. We almost know. No one knows the hour or the day that Jesus will come back again. Not even the year. No one knows. Only Jesus knows. It's funny how everybody keeps saying he's going to come back now or he's going to come back soon. No, nobody knows. Because if everybody knew, Jesus would have known first, because God would have told Jesus, and Jesus would have told his disciples, and he would have told them to go tell the nations of the world about it. And then until then, everybody would have known about it. But God has not done that. The Father in heaven has not told Jesus. Jesus doesn't know, because the Father in heaven never told him. So he never told Jesus or anybody else. That's why we don't know. So it's very important that you guys don't be deceived and don't listen to a pastor. Only listen and turn to Christ. Convert only to Jesus, because he's the only way to get to the Father in heaven. He said it himself. So if you guys are teaching something else, you're lying, because you're basically calling Jesus a liar, and that itself is a sin. For lying is a sin. Bible 10 Commandments in Exodus, thou shalt not lie. And speaking of that, the 10 Commandments are God made. That means they're made by the Lord, not by man. Moses used it, but God had commanded Moses to do it. Depart the Red Sea, to go to the Promised Land, after he took God's people out of Egypt and led them to the Promised Land. The reason why for that is because Jesus, he already knew that. And by the way, before Moses was born, before anybody was born, Jesus was. That means he's the same. And he's been here since the beginning of time. God's been watching and he's been listening. And God knows everything. Jesus is the only man who knows everything. He came to earth from heaven, that took the form of a person to go to the cross and perform miracles and go to the cross, so we can go to have everlasting life with him in glory in heaven. So think about that.